Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for showing up today. I finally got the money to buy the slave cylinder and the master cylinder. So today, we're hopefully going to be fixing the Eclipse. Straight from Rock Auto's shelves, we've got a new master cylinder and a new slave cylinder. Now these aren't OEM because OEM is really expensive, and one of these they don't make anymore for OEM. They discontinued them. But the one that is still made by OEM is crazy expensive on STM tuned. So we went with Rock Auto. These are the ones that were liked the most by customers, so they should work, hopefully. I've only gotten parts from Rock Auto a couple times, and they've worked as far as I can remember, so we should hopefully be good. In any case, we're gonna start by draining the clutch fluid. That was honestly a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. This came right out. I mean, you just have those two bolts that you unscrew, and then you got this piece as well that you gotta take off. I thought it was gonna leak a whole bunch, but it didn't. So we kind of over-prepared a little bit. Also, I know you're supposed to replace those washers, but I don't have any. So yeah, if it starts leaking, then I'll replace them. But for now, we're just gonna reuse them. Well, that was easier than expected. Although, I am still bleeding. I don't know how every time I work on my car, I end up bleeding somewhere. I didn't even know that had happened. But what's cool is that actually, do you know how I was saying that I wasn't gonna replace those crush washers? Well, I totally spaced on the fact that my new slave cylinder came with a new banjo bolt with crush washers. And so we're actually good. As you can see, we got a new bolt and washers. It gave me a piece to replace that, you know, this guy. But I couldn't get that disconnected, and I've had bad luck with those on this car, so I left it. Now it's on to the master cylinder. So we may have a problem. You know how I was saying I had bad luck with these things on this car? Well, I was just about to remove this one, and this one already looks rounded out. But we'll do our best. Yeah, so that's not coming off, unfortunately. I got everything else off those. I'm thinking I'm gonna get the one-piece clutch line from STM Tuned. I mean, it's an upgrade anyways, but I didn't want to spend more money. That's what I'm trying to avoid here. But I guess it might be another week or so before I continue this video, so fast forward till then. And we are back about a week later with a new part, which means I have slightly less money now. That stinks. But we're fixing this car today, and yeah, that's about all we're doing today. The only thing is, I now have to figure out how to remove this little line guy, which goes all the way kind of down into the abyss there. But I think it comes down, it ends up at the slave cylinder, obviously. So here's the slave cylinder right there, goes through to what I believe is the clutch booster right there. Kind of comes towards the top here, winds around a little bit, goes through there, and yeah, I still have to kind of find the rest, but we'll get it figured out. Well, I'll admit, I'm a lazy person because I just kind of started cutting stuff out because, I mean, I'm not going to use it. Although, to be fair, there's still a line in here somewhere that I'm not sure, kind of goes through all the back and stuff of the engine bay, and I did not want to hunt that down. I just want to put on the new parts. But if you guys want to see the old parts, here they are. We've got the slave cylinder, the master cylinder, and the clutch booster. I think that's what that's called. The master cylinder looks pretty good. The slave cylinder not so much. But oh well, we're just replacing everything. Clean slate, you know. Okay, so I got it generally into position here. We got the right end on this side and then the right end on the other side. I kind of followed the path of the line that was before it. I don't understand why it's so long though. I was kind of wishing it was short to where I could just like cut straight through. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be nice. But it's pretty much as long as the other line, so it goes all the way back through there, comes through here, kind of snakes around, goes down, and then it will connect to this slave cylinder. The reason why I wound it around that way is so that it's like not bunched up places. Like it's a long line, and I had to kind of find a place for it. But yeah, STM tuned. If you're watching, it'd be really nice if there was a line that went straight from there to the slave cylinder. That'd be awesome. But now it's just to install everything else. All right, both lines are on. And now I just gotta put the reservoir back on and then bolt it up inside, like the clutch pedal and all that. And then we'll be good. And then, well, I mean, I still gotta fill it up and bleed the clutch and all that, but I won't show you guys that because, well, I mean, you guys kind of already saw me do that in the last video, so no need to do that. Although I will say that right there, that little hole, that's supposed to have a stud inside of it. And I was too lazy to take the stud out of the old master cylinder. So I just took one of the bolts from this guy, and yeah, that's what we're using from the other side. So now it's just bolted from like both ends, but it works. It works. You know, if anything, like, you know, starts leaking or anything, I'll just tighten it up. But I think we'll be good. So we'll fast forward to where everything is ready to go, and we're going to make sure the car works. Okay, it is seriously dark out right now, so we're not going to be going for a test drive. Assuming it works, which it should work. It should work. Gotta believe in yourself, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so no test drive today, but definitely gonna see if it works. So, yeah. All right, so I have my phone on a mount thing, but kind of the way it's not supposed to be. So, it might stop recording because the touchscreen might get touched. I don't know, we'll see. But, hopefully everything works as expected. Man, it feels so good to be back in this car. And the clutch feels solid. Just adjusting my seat here. So last time I started this thing up to see if it worked, it ran kind of rough. And so the shifting issue should be fixed at this point, unless there's like something really bad going on. But that rough idle still kind of scares me, but I guess we'll see how it goes. I gotta turn my fuel pump. Okay. Garage door is open. So I'm not, you know, gassing myself out here. This thing is so dusty. Doesn't sound very good. Seems to be running okay. Moment of truth here. Okay, let's see if it goes into first. Let's go. It goes into all gears. Yeah, buddy. Didn't like reverse for a second there, but I think it could be because I was like lifted and then lowered and then lifted and lowered and all that. So I'm gonna go pull a truck out, but oh my gosh. I don't have to like borrow family cars anymore. I can actually drive my car. Oh man, it feels so good to be back in this car. Wow, we fixed it. We fixed it. If not, you'll see a video very soon. If it is fixed, you'll also see a video very soon because I like making videos. I'm sorry I'm not very consistent. I'm working construction right now, so it is what it is. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.